Okay, so we are back. This is Meg with Moonlit Games, and we're back with more Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. So it's been a little while, mainly because I haven't had time to sit for hour-long periods or so. But I'm kind of getting settled, so I'm getting more time. And I've also been recording a few other things that I wanted to try out that I hope you'll like. So, let's see if we can actually talk to her now. No, we cannot. Okay. I don't even remember where we were. I know that someone was stabbed. No, he was shot pulling a noodle cart. Menu ramen rice ball. Okay. So let's move to the Kataki mansion, I guess. And I don't think there's anything crazy here other than that lady. Maybe he's back? No. And I don't think there's anything else in here. Let's look at the court record. Maybe that'll help me remember. Okay, so we found walkie-talkies, knife, and those are his prints. But I don't think there's anything else I can click on. No clues here. So the defendant's prints are on this knife. That would mean he was here the night of the crime. That's what I call irrefutable scientific evidence. Neat. Not so neat when it happens to be evidence against our client, though. Very true. Do we have to go see Walkie then? Have we seen Walkie? I mean, I think we have to go here first. Good, Walkie's girlfriend's not there yet. Okay, so we must have been at the detention center, but maybe he wasn't there? I'm sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done, but we still have 3 minutes. I'll put it in your request, but don't expect anything. Oh, no. The father? You mean like a priest? No, probably more like the godfather. Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kitaki himself. You're the one on your way out, old. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, it's Mr. Kitaki. He is such a cute little fox. Almost looks like Animal Crossing. Whoa, this guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron? You Walkie's lawyer? Should I make him sound like the wife? That would be so funny. Well, I'm Big Wins Kitaki, fourth head of the Kitaki family, capiche? Actually, I came to speak to your son. Mr. Justice. Yes? My son's innocent. He killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche? Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capished loud and clear. You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. I don't feel so good. Hey, what's the big idea, old man? You can't treat me like a kid no more, not now. You know, I wanted to go to the clink. I like it here. You must be Walkie. A G is not a G till he does hard time, bizoy. Oh no. You'll see. When I get out of here, things will change. Silence. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. Ah! You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial. I did it. I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. I don't know why I got Russian all of a sudden. This is why I don't do voices. But I like it for the Kitaki family. So much for talking to our client, but we made so much progress today. Have we, though? We even found my panties. I had fun, at least. Oh, thanks, Trucy. Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial? Oh, I almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight, I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out. Okay, maybe. If it lets us, maybe. Would you like to save? Yes, we've done absolutely nothing. Yes, I would love to save. Okay. Yes, next chapter, please. And now we should be in the courtroom, yeah? Yeah, buddy. June 16th, 9:46 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice. I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here. Huh? Okay. My name is Apollo Justice and I'm fine. That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training. I'm gonna guess that this is Walkie. I'm fine, you know what I'm saying. Good morning.
Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See? That's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen.
You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. But I love his shirt. It's the Blue Badger. Yeah, it's the Blue Badger. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, copier. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Talkie. The defense is ready. Ready to rock and roll, Air Judge. Oh yeah, he's German. I'm not even gonna try. It's him, the Prince guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor. It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started with in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Air Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? Well, who was also taught by your brother, but that's, I guess, a different story. It was worth canceling a show or two. Those poor fans. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? Oh my god, his smile is so charming. I'm falling. It is a court of law. There's no way to get the crowd jumping, Air Judge. Oh no. They're not supposed to jump. This is courtroom. Achtung, baby. Today we play it my way. Oh no. What's that? Oh. The background music turned into rock and roll. Sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down to prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Pal Maracus, director of the Maracus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Oh my god.
Excuse me.
Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean, undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone, Air Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Oh no. Air guitar. I need a drink. First, there's a matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniments? I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, Air Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Maracus Clinic?
Objection!
Not so fast. The defendant does not have to explain that. Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to
I want to give a shout out to all my homies.
I believe he said. What? Oh, come on. What is right? They always say that on stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like you got you good, Bali. Oh my god. Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. I need to stretch my legs. They are so oof. So, you, son, are the defendant. Walkie, are you?
I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kitaki, you best be prepared to step strong.
You step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. You got to hand it to him. Walkie sure has guts. Not his guts I'm worried about. Well then, here's the testimony from the defendant. Why? Oh, good God. Okay, Walkie. You do look like a little fox there, Bubba. You're very cute.
I'll tell you one thing. That doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later. Bye. So I gotta go in. Get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No G's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad.
Why did it pause?
Know what I'm saying?
Okay, but you had a knife. Where's the gun? One of the victim's patients. A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street. True dat.
I tell you one thing. That doc was whack.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Walkie, you're going to be a thorn in my side, are you not? Young man. Oh. That doctor was a quacker. Well, we're gonna just press everything until they tell us no. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor.
Who asked you, Pointy Locks? Just who do you think you are?
You're a lawyer.
Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple.
Well, he wasn't white, so he's not a cracker. Someone had to show him what's what. I'm gonna regret this voice, and I know it. By someone you mean, was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean?
You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangster style.
But why were you so mad at this doctor?
Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man. What?
Okay. Okay, so the doc messed up his operation. So you were a patient. For what reason?
I had what you might call a mark of honor.
Was he shot? Can you explain what was wrong?
We had a little run-in with the rival's family. That's when I pulled a jack move.
Oh.
and ran into an ambush. G busted a cap right in me.
Why was he shoeless? Anyways, according to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting and ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. Ah. So he was stupid. And it was his fault. Apparently he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart and he's still alive? I can catch... Trucy. I can catch bullets between my teeth. But I never learned how to catch them with my heart. Please don't try.
The bullet stopped just short of my thumb, but you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet.
So, as you say, the surgery was a failure.
That ain't all of it, Ohms.
And then he just lets me go without a word. What do you mean? He just let you go without a word. What do you think it means?
What do you think it means? It's whack. That's what.
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though Herr Doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go.
He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me.
I don't know if I'd call you a G, but okay. Gotta get another doctor to patch me up. So this bullet is still... Yeah. Oh no.
I can still feel it. Right here in my chest, pressing up against my heart.
Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Stop self-promoting. We're not paying you to promote yourself.
Word, J-Man. We're no accident, that's for shizzle.
Oh, it seems that there were issues with this doctor.
Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor.
Walkie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Back straight, chin up. I don't know about that. I don't think that's going to fix the problem that is walkie-talkie. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family health checkup.
That was the wackest thing of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, bizoy.
A relief to hear. Okay.
Eh? What's a relief?
Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. Wait. Yes, Dr. Maracus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life.
No way. That's whacked.
There's proof in your checkup report. How? Oh, so it was just like last month? It's in June, I think. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. I was waiting for another guitar solo. Well, now that the place has happened, let's get this gig started. We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Walkie sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Probably. Oh. Hello, eyelashes. So, tell us your name and occupation. Oh, boy. This is...
My name is Wesley Stickler. By occupation, I take it you refer to private society at large supports a livelihood, under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, I must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of. And once we have accepted this reality, we can see that I'm not touching it. It just keeps going. The vagueness inherent in all representations of thought.
By which he means to say that he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my...
Herr Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. Those lips, though. Who does he remind me of? Well, he's just blathering on. He reminds me of... Oh, no, what's his name? He played Credence in the Fantastic Beasts movies. I don't know if it's just the angular face or what.
That night I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant.
In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed... Oh my god, all the P's, and I'm so close to the mic. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Can I just drop all the P's? A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Well then, you really did see it. Was there anyone else at the park at the time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. I'm trying to perfect his voice. It's not easy. The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts it into evidence. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Tracy, why are you staring like that at the witness? That man? I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Yeah, I like this and just like. Okay, so let's just start pressing and we'll see what we can do. On the way home from shopping, you say, why go through the park? Ah, a fascinating inquiry, revealing me culpable of being insufficiently verbose. Let us consider the time saved by passing through the park on the way home from the store. In that time, I am capable of solving 2 GMAT problem sets. On average, it requires me 3 minutes, ergo the time to complete 2 is on average 6 minutes. However, in the case that questions are in the verbal category, that's enough. I get the idea. Mr. Justice, the court hopes to finish cross-examination sometime this month. Oh no. Please, I have recording booking after this. Oh no. Now I've got a show. Gee, sorry you're all so busy. I guess I need to get a life. We're gonna still press him. I don't care if I make everyone late. Were these men talking by any chance? Now that you mention it, they were, though I cannot claim I heard them clearly. Only fragments, such as you lied to me, and, oh, I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, pal. It's just as our defendant claims. I believe he wished to teach the victim what it felt like to take a bullet in the heart. If that's true, then this is a vital piece of testimony. If it's true. Sounds like you heard them clearly enough to me. Might I be allowed to amend my testimony? What now? To be precise, he did not say pal, but man. Yes, that was the way of it. I swear it on my diploma. What's the difference? And this other man, who was he? Okay. How can you be so sure it was the defendant? The crime took place at night. It would have been too dark. Get on with it. Perhaps I was remiss in not mentioning this earlier. Huh? You see, in class I always sit in the very backmost seat. Do you know why? Who cares? Because I do not wish anyone to copy my perfect notes. And this relates to your testimony how? I mention this to illustrate my predisposition to that which is perfect. It was dark, you say, yet there are lights in the park. If I say the defendant was in the park that night, then he was in the park that night. It is hard, immutable fact. He sure is confident. He seems to be telling the truth, too. Sigh. In his hand he held, okay, a pistol. Press. I have a feeling that this is the one where we present the knife. Are you sure this was the pistol? Am I sure? Surely you jest. Or so a common witness would be tempted to say. He's so prim. Yet, I am no common witness. I see not only events as they are, but the logical structure of governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night. My field of vision, due to insufficient levels of illumination, consider the pistol, let it call Object A, was indeed becomes difficult to say with certainty that Object A was indeed Object A. I think he means he couldn't see it that clearly. My badge for a normal witness. Yet, the fact that a pistol was fired before my eyes is indisputable. I can still see it when I close my eyes. The defendant raised his weapon. And shot. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, let's try that first. Hold on.
You boo boo, I do boo, boo boo boo, boo boo boo, boo do boo.
I did it again. Present, 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 present. No, it's not right. No, it's not right.
But he wasn't holding a gun, he was holding the knife.
Okay, well. Shot. Let's see what we can do. Are you absolutely certain? Certain? One shot was fired. Yes, Of course it was one shot. Why do you ask? Contradiction, finally. Mr. Stickler, according to the court record, the pistol was fired twice. Good eyes, Air Justice. You're cool, real cool.
Eh? You really think so? A tee-hee, ooh-woo.
There's no reason why the other shot had to have been fired that night. Meaning, okay, it could have been fired whenever, because it came from the Kitakis. Alright. Excuse me. I'd say Prosecutor Gavin had that answer ready before you even spotted the problem. Yeah, he sure do. Yes we do. He's got a weak point somewhere, Apollo. Find it. Right. Better give that testimony another listen. Okay, so I want to... One man pulling a stand, the other facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. Fingerprints were wiped. Okay. I would think that this is... Well, no, not this one. Well, hold on. 'Cause maybe it's this one that we need the knife for. I keep doing that. Gosh darn it.
Objection!
Yes? No. No. Fudge nuggets. Okay, so it's probably not the knife then. Yeah, I know he's got a weak point, but I can't find it. Okay. Okay, so let me see here. But we don't have where his home is. Do we need to present this so we can see where he was going? Because we don't even see the store. Because, like, his home would have to be, like, over here on the far left, and he would have had to have been over here, or vice versa. Oh. Oh, wait, no, that's Eldune's house. No, we're still good. Okay. Wait, right to the temple. Okay, hold on. Square in the forehead. Here we go.
Objection!
There we are. Once the music stops, that's it. Is that you relaxing? I see, Air Justice. Objection. Objection. Cords of steel. Apollo, pace yourself. Trial's not over yet. Your voice. Right. Look at this. The autopsy. Is there a problem? No. But with the testimony. Oh my god, Apollo. Please. We barely found it. Just stop. Square in the forehead. Did you not? Yes, I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It was quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I mean not geometrically square. What do you mean by this? For example, the definition of a meter is the wavelength of the light emitted by krypton particles as we know it. In addition, it is a well-known fact that krypton particles are rare and invisible, which points our basic fallacy in the line of reasoning, namely... Was your objection to these krypton particle things? No. No. There's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry room was the temple. But then that makes it even weirder as to why Walkie would shoot him, because it's not in the heart, right? Square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? Come on, Apollo. We need some confidence up in you. Confidence. It is right. Finally.
Objection!
Air Justice. Oh, Air Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated, trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten that fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago? What? Oh. What? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to his testimony. Yerk. Oh, look at his eyes. Oh, they're so sad. He's gonna cry because he was wrong. Oh, he's so cute. Hey, Air Forehead. Let us imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, Air Forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fraulein?
Me?
Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, Herr Stickler, what did you shout, I wonder? I gave him the wrong voice then, if he was shouting. Ah, yes, thank you for, oh my gosh, sorry, jogging my memory. It sounded like an addendum to the testimonies required. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at once, you two, I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice and shot. A shot rang out, whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. But where was he standing and which side of the temple was it? Indeed, with composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter at this point. Let us consider this new testimony. Observe the diagram, if you would. Finally, a map. Okay, so W is the witness. Oh, stop, please, or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking at the witness's direction. Wait. Yeah, it would be the right temple. Okay. Correct. Not wrong. I was like, wait. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Very well. You may cross-examine the witness. My gosh. This man-child is just... bleh. Okay. Cease this at once, you two. The victim turned in the direction of my voice and a shot rang out, whereupon our cowardly killer appeared to become frightened. Tossing the pistol, he sighed. He fled from the scene. Do we... Okay, just as was left at the crime scene. Oh, well, that's not... I just feel that, what do I do now? At least the testimony is getting a little clearer. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna do those. This one sounds weird. Because Wonky, I mean, yes, he puts up a big game, a big front, but he seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed. He simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot, he panicked, a common tale, but true. Unfortunately, before I could take further action... I know we're going backwards, but that's okay. Did you hear the gunshot at the same time as the victim turned? Indeed, I would say about the same time, to be precise. And the victim didn't ask you for help? It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step. I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mr. Stickler startled him. Probably. Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please. Well, he's a stickler for the details, so I guess that is where he gets his name. Is that really what he said? Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice? Well, from the map, they were like on top of each other. I really gave him the wrong voice then.
My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park.
No, we're not going there. And the victim responded to that clarion call. Quite. Okay. This is the last one we gotta press. So let's see. So you saw a raised pistol. Weren't you frightened? It can be said we students of Ivy University know no fear. The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. That was certainly brave of you. You might have gotten shot. You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have let a witness behind. Look how sad he is again. He's so sweet. Actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger. How? Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. I need to look at the evidence again. Do we have a map? Not the right map, I guess. Okay, we don't even have that other one. Okay, so, whatever. 2 rounds were fired, fingerprints were wiped. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm looking for on here, if anything. No clues. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like there's... Oh, wait, what's this? Whoa, don't... don't point that thing at me. Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic guns, at least, the ones that pigeons come out of. Very reassuring. Okay. Guess that was... that was it. Okay. We needed a little comedy. Yeah, there doesn't seem to really be anything on here either. Also known as Shiv, found at the crime scene bearing Walkie's prints. Turn off the car that hit Mr. Wright. Fits car at Miraculous Clinic. Could that be his? Decorator with the Eldon. Huh. I don't think I have anything for this. Cease this at once, you two. I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. Hold it! Did we check that one? No, we didn't. Okay, this must be it then. It all happened so fast, I'm afraid I hadn't the time. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo? The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away. According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes. In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find. Fingerprints on the gun. At least the testimony is getting clearer. Okay. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to wipe off the gun. Objection! If he would have just thrown it down, then there would be prints all over it. Tisk tisk, another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. Come again? Steak and potatoes, please? Wait a second, you say. A second? Are we intended to wait just that? A single second, not 1/16 of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes... Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. Am I to understand that you're objecting to the length of the second? Yes, I mean, no. Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. Ah, common ploy made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. That's right.
He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints.
Oh, he's scared. Ah, the little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there. I'm not little. Duh. Then let's think like adults, shall we? Shall we, Fraulein? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. But does Walkie wear gloves? Could the killer... No. Because his prints were all over the knife. Yep. The fingerprints were wiped, which means there were some trace of prints remain, which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you said it did, he wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant. He threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. Oh, look at him. Looks like he's on a stage during a play, hamming it up for the audience. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. That sounds solid to me. Well, Air Forehead, any of your precious objections? Yes, actually. Let's see that voice training come to work. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Huh? When he restated what he saw now, he said he saw Walkie drop a murderous weapon, not a gun. Yeah? Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. Oh, he's so sad. I love those squiggly bacon eyes. Oh, well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. While it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter in my own that was seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard for all to see, and this, the appellation poor, might be prefixed to my name yet for this reason. Yes. If it wasn't a pistol, then it had to be the knife. Right? I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin. Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else.
Yup. I'm on it.
I did it again. I need more water. I'm not used to talking this much. Oh, Judge. Is that a sword? It's a shiv. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. This single piece of evidence proved two important things. One, that what the defense threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. And he wasn't holding a gun. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven. One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Walkie-Talkie. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh, indeed. Never underestimate the Gavin. A Gavin is the lesson here. Pretty much. This court is in the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear out about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. Let's see if we can get through this one, and then we'll wrap it up for now. But I think we're on the right track. It's always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming. Yes, that's what I said, assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are, assuming that my assumptions is no better. No, it's not. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify to what happened after the shot was fired. Not anything else. Please, thank you. Yeah, for a genius, your memory is shit. I'm sorry. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I'm stopping the voice. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Okay, where's your cell phone, Bubba? Is this hot pink one yours? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? I'd better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Alright, let's go. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience, ergo use my cell phone to call the police press. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. There was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Quite simply exquisite. He actually looks like he's gonna cry. Till the police arrived at the scene, 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Like a cat. Anything could happen at any moment, for anyone could appear from any direction. The hell? Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it. Which is to say I saw nothing. It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be a few people around in the park. So he just stood there, watching. Not much to go on there. I don't think he was, though. Because he would have seen the car accident, right? Oh. Oh, it's very short. Okay. Well, we'll press the first one then. I think I skipped it. Which way did the killer run? By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. That would mean he ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion. Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his house. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. I mean, I guess? How do you know that's where I was going? You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Oh my god, nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor. So, crying over spilled milk, I guess? So nothing strange about how he acted. Trucy looks like she has something to say. Arg. Can't find a single problem with the testimony. Had enough at last? Air forehead. Maybe it's time to back off a bit. Yeah, no. There has to be something wrong. Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for your time. I know it's very precious for you. Trucy, what do you have to say? Trucy, talk to me. Okay, hold on. I wanna look at this phone again. Can I turn it on? Is there a way to... No. Okay, well, I tried. Excuse me. I guess we'll just press again. Yeah, this is everything we just heard. We're gonna skip it. Maybe there isn't anything left to unravel in this testimony at all. Some of us have glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month, Air Forehead. Oh, well, then why the frick did you take the case? Yeah. We don't really have a choice. I don't think there's anything there. Unless Trucy has something she has to say, but... There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off, but the knife... The knife... No. 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 Seems coming into the line here. No, that can't be at all. How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand at what? Did I just fail? Because I gave up? What? 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 No. Okay, thank God. Hold it. Oh, thank goodness. Trucy? Ooh. What is this? Are we gonna end this on a cliffhanger? Trucy! Nobody move! What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait. Are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? The ones you just had in your courtroom right next to you? You don't want to see me give this pretty little girl a new smile. Do as I say. Ooh. Joker style. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of... Air Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Yeah, save Trucy. Recess. 20 minutes or I promise you'll regret it. Wait, how did he disappear so fast? What the hell? Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. Oh, what the heck? Well, next time, we're gonna figure out what the heck is going on around here. Thank you so much for watching. Wow, this just got intense all of a sudden. Okay, I will see you next time. Bye. No, 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 no.